my channel once again. You're watching Aman here on Tour Beauty. So firstly, kind of excuse the echoing which I have got in this room. It's not the kind of best times to shoot video. This room is fully empty. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, then you guys can see what we've just done to this room. It's a newly converted, refurbed room from the old to new. So I'll link my Instagram down below, and I will also leave it over here. So if you guys want to check out my Instagram, which hopefully you guys do, then check it out, and you guys can see kind of what we've been doing in the house. So today's video is so different. Firstly, I'm playing with natural lighting, so I'm really worried about how the lighting is gonna move around and things like that. So firstly, I've already moisturized my face off camera. I did that after I had a shower because I actually went out and got some groceries. So I came back and then showered top to bottom. And then I'm just applying some Carmex onto my lips. I've actually already got some of this onto my lips, but this kind of staying home, not going out, and it like not wearing my makeup often either, it's just got my skin going really dry, especially my lips. And then obviously I'm a new mum, so it just means that my lips are super dry and my skin is really dry. So one thing obviously is to kind of make sure that I am hydrating my skin and also drinking a lot of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk to you guys, catch up on life, and do my makeup at the same time. So yeah, so I'm hoping that this room that I'm in at the moment is going to be a nice kind of setup for my makeup room slash kind of filming room slash also kind of a kids playroom. I really do need a kids playroom because I get really frustrated when Harvey's toys are in our kind of living area because I don't like having a mess. And sometimes you know, like if I'm doing something or I'm cleaning up, you don't really want to spend every single day doing the same routine cleaning up. So it's nice to just have a playroom where you don't have to worry about the toys. And again, like a makeup room, you don't have to worry about kind of cleaning up your makeup after you finish. So that's kind of the concept that we're going for. So just remind myself to put my mirror in front of me because I'm actually just using the view. I got this mirror, but it's actually really small. I got this from Amazon in the hope that when I film I can have this mirror in front of me, but it's so tiny. Actually, it works well now, but when I bought it, it didn't. So just for my primer, I've used this YSL primer here. It's my favorite go-to primer. Now the rest of my foundations are upstairs, so I'm just gonna go in with this one here. This is the Fenty foundation. This one is in the shade, if I believe it or not, 290. I'm actually a shade 300, I'm not 290. 290, actually on my skin to you guys might look perfect, but 290 is, I would say, a little lighter. I always go for like a shade, not darker, but yeah, a little bit darker than my skin, so just so it, than my face, just so it matches the rest of my face and my neck. Now, I don't know how I feel about the Fenty foundation anymore. I've been applying a lot of the Huda and the Estee Lauder foundation, so I feel like I'm not too into the into the Fenty Beauty foundation. And now actually I feel like the Huda is amazing coverage. I mean, if you guys can see here, it's already covering all of my freckles really quick. But again, I do still prefer the Huda Beauty foundation, and the coverage is just amazing on that. So the Faux Filter Huda Beauty foundation has, I think it's got to be my favorite going out foundation. Can you guys see? This isn't really the shade for me. I had the 300 and I felt like, let me try the 290 and see if that might match my skin a little bit better, but it clearly hasn't. So a lot of you guys have been asking why I kind of disappeared off YouTube. I was obviously pregnant when I was kind of just getting into, when I kind of left YouTube, or let's just say I paused YouTube. So I had newly found out I was pregnant with baby number 2. So obviously I was really tired from that as well. You guys don't have to apply this much foundation if you guys don't want to. I took about 2 to 3 pumps of the Fenty Beauty foundation, but if you guys find that this looks too cakey or it's too cakey for your likes, then you guys can always go, you know, down. You guys don't have to follow my lead. So next I'm just gonna go for some concealer, and the concealer which I am taking is this one here. So this is the Dose of Colours concealer, and this one is in 18. I feel like this one is a little bit kind of dark for my skin. When you look in the camera, it actually looks quite good, but I generally find that it's quite light, but it's such a beautiful thick concealer, and I love a nice thick concealer, especially just to cover all of my dark circles. But yeah, so like I said, I was living at my parents' house, and there obviously you've got your parents, I was living with my brother, and then it was just all too much because we had you know, you don't have a lot of space, you have a limited amount of space. We're not one of those America, Canada houses where, you know, very kind of petite houses, we don't have a lot of space. So I didn't really have an excellent filming setup, and my filming setup was in, you know, the loft, and getting up and down from the loft, especially when I was pregnant, and then kind of coming home and then trying to make a video, edit a video, and then feeling guilty over the weekend for not spending time with Harvey and things like that, and it just all got to me. And then I just kind of felt like my vlogs were too boring. I felt like no one was watching my videos. I mean, there's a lot of people who were watching my videos, and a lot of you guys, you know, missed my videos or have said to me, we've missed your videos. But it just was so demotivating, and I was like, I don't want to make videos, and I just want to get away from this kind of YouTube thing. So I just kind of went away from it. I think I lost the purpose of me, of why I wanted to do YouTube videos. So that kind of whole struggle of why am I doing this? Why am I wasting my time? Why do I have to pressure myself in editing videos and so on? So I just kind of thought, you know what, I'm just gonna stop doing my YouTube videos. And then at the same time, like I said, we were pregnant, and then we were trying to look for a house at the same time. And around the time where I kind of stopped doing my YouTube videos, we had found a really lovely house. Obviously not better than the one that we're currently living in, but we had found a lovely house, and things just didn't quite go well with the house. It took so long to kind of get an offer accepted, and then once we got an offer accepted, it just kind of, everything, it just felt like a drag. Everything getting pushed forward. The whole process of buying that house, and if any of you guys have bought a house, you guys know the property searches and everything, it just seemed like a drag with that house. And then in the end, the guy who was selling it just backed off and said, you know what, I don't want to sell my house, which kind of explained why we weren't getting anywhere with that house and why some of the searches and things were taking a longer time than they should. Obviously it was because this guy didn't want to sell his house in the first place. So just things like that, everything just kind of got to me, because we wanted to get out of where we were living and get into our own space way ahead of the baby coming, which we still did. We moved out in October, and Avni has come in February, which is still very good, but obviously we wanted to have it sooner. So I'm going to quickly talk to you guys through what I'm doing. So I've just powdered using the Kat Von D powder and translucent powder. So I've just put this onto my face. Also, my beauty blender is disgusting. So anyways, next I'm going to take my Ofra blusher. This is in Rendezvous. So I actually use this as more of a contour. So tell me, you guys, how have you guys been dealing with this kind of quarantine time? What have you guys been doing? anything good, anything, I don't know, interesting? Have you guys made more time for your family? Have any of you guys gone out to see your family, like your siblings or your cousins? Or are you guys being really good and just kind of keeping yourselves in your house? I mean, we've been sharing groceries. So when my mum or my brother finds something, they've been dropping it off to us, and then we haven't really done the same with them, but yeah, they've dropped us some stuff off. So I was actually, I had a really bad fever the night before Mother's Day, so I was really under the weather. So I actually needed some medicine, so my brother dropped off some medicine because his girlfriend's sister is actually a pharmacist, so she had given him some paracetamol, which was lovely. So I actually, so she gave us some paracetamol, which was great. So now I'm going to do my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder. I don't actually use this powder anymore. I actually do use this palette here, which is the Rachel Leary Revolution palette. And I actually, let me open up the palette for you guys. I'll show you guys. Can you guys see this 70, this one here? It's called 70%. And it's just this dark brown shade, so I might just go into it, to be honest, because I've been actually preferring the pigment of eyeshadow rather than the pigment of the Anastasia thing, brow powder. So I've been using a lot of that instead to do my eyebrows. That is my natural brow. Look at the difference between the two eyebrows. I look like a totally different person with my eyebrows done. Okay, there you go. This is kind of like the best I can do with my eyebrows from the way they are. And now I am just going to go and fix my lids, because you guys can see my lids are creasing. So I'm just going to quickly grab a brush and then just go into this eyeshadow palette. Usually you don't have to go into a palette. I always just use one of my bronzers and then just use that. But I'm going to go in with the color, let's see. I'm going to mix Passion Fruit Martini and Tantastic. So can you guys see? So these two colors, Tantastic and Passion Fruit Martini. So this is the Ultimate Goddess palette that I am using. Of hers. So I'm just literally mixing those two colors in. I'm not even grabbing one of them. I'm literally just going in, mixing both of them, and then just popping this kind of on my lid and just into my crease, just so my eyelid doesn't crease. I'm not a fan of just having my eyelids on their own. I don't like the color of my eyelids. That is why I always put on concealer or foundation onto my eyelids. And then I'm going to go in with my eyeliner. Now the first thing I do is I am going to just, if you guys can see, or you guys can't see because of the light, but I've got this small little natural beauty spot, which I'm actually just making thicker with the eyeliner, just so it gives me this nice little beauty spot. I'm just going to leave that on there, and then I'm just going to do some nice winged liners. So there you go, guys. Can you see my winged liner? Just a very quick winged liner. I feel like I'm losing my touch with my wing nowadays because I haven't been doing it as much. But there we go. That is my wing liner done. Not a lot of my makeup products have changed as well because I haven't been really doing much. I've been kind of staying at home, not really going out much, not really ordering makeup much. And obviously I used to order a lot of new makeup when I used to do my YouTube videos all the time. And then ever since moving into our new house, I've kind of been spending my money in buying house stuff rather than buying makeup stuff. So I've still bought makeup here and there, but just not as much as I used to buy. So yeah. And don't worry, this is not going to stay like that. So we've nearly finished our makeup, which is good. So now I'm just going to go in with some Becca Highlight and just apply this. Can you guys see the pigment on this highlight? Oh wow. You guys can really see how pigmented this is. Just going to go in, apply some kind of just on my forehead. And just a generous amount on my cheeks. Some onto my chin as well. And just more there. And then I am going to go in with this brush here. So the weather actually during this kind of quarantine time is really lovely. It's so beautiful. Juggy's actually outside cutting the grass whilst the kids are asleep. Just so we can use our garden more. We did have Harvey play in the garden earlier during the day as well. Okay. And then I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender, dab this on there just to make it not so seen much, and then it kind of see if it disappears kind of thing, but you've got that natural thing over there. And then I'm just going to go in, just kind of touching, my mascara's dried. And then I'm just going to go in with some face mist, just give it a shake. And this is a Pixie Fixing Mist, but I'm just going to use this on my face just to kind of freshen everything up. Lovely. And now I am just going to go in with some lip liner. So I'm going to show you guys kind of my everyday. This is my everyday natural glam. So this is natural. Nothing's natural here, but this is just my kind of everyday glam. Like, what is my makeup if I was to just go out, not think about anything. This is that kind of makeup. So I'm using my Kiko 533 and my MAC Burnt Spice. This is my ultimate lip combo. So for everyone who always asks what's your kind of everyday nude, this is it. So there we are. That is the lips. It's so kind of light, subtle, and it's just kind of perfect for my face. I absolutely love this. This is my go-to. I absolutely love this. And then gonna go in with the lipstick. Now I am just going to go back in with a little bit more highlight. And now for my highlight, I'm going to be using my favourite palette. Now I'm actually gutted because I can't find this again. I don't know whether they do these as limited editions or what, but I'm just using this midi palette from Ofra, and this one is called the Midi Palette Spiced Velvet, and I'm using the colour Barley and Blissful mixed. If you guys can see, I've never really used Star Island. Now this is a trick which I use. Can you guys see how like out there this is? This is only out there because I used the face mist, I let that soak into my face, and then I went back in with some more highlight, and that's how I get this super glowy highlighted look. Okay guys, so this is kind of like everything almost done. Now we just need to apply our lashes. So I am just going to grab my tweezers and hopefully grab whatever I have left of my lash glue. I don't have much lash glue left, and I cannot make it to Boots to grab some. So So I was actually having a look online to see whether any of the beauty-based stores sell the lash glue, but no one has the ones with the applicator. So I feel like I'm in a little bit of a pickle. So I'm just going to grab this, apply some on here. Okay. So the lashes which I am about to put on are the TL4 lashes. So these are the lashes. So yes, the lashes which I am about to put on are these ones here. These are the Tatty lashes in TL4. See, I like the lighting like this, but then when the lighting starts fidgeting and moving around, it makes it so difficult, which is so annoying. So I'm just gonna pop on some earrings like I'm about to go out, even though we are just kind of stuck in the house. So have you guys seen all these memes go around where you get ready to just kind of move from your bedroom to your living room? That is basically me. Okay guys, so I have just finished applying my lashes. This is what they look like. But this is the makeup finished, guys. This is the final look. Can you guys see the highlighter in the natural light? This is kind of why I wanted to film in natural light, just so you guys can see how this makeup looks in this kind of light. Really hope you guys enjoyed this. This is, like I said, my go-to makeup. After I've applied my brows, this is it. Brows. After I've applied my lashes, this is it. I sometimes do go in with a white quill pencil, just in my waterline as well. But I haven't done that today because this is kind of like the typical look. If I'm in a rush and I want to glam up and wear lashes, this is the look which I will always wear. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a makeup video. I've also got some vlogs coming for you guys as well. I've got a vlog, just us getting the baby room ready and just a little bit footage just before baby Abby came. And then I've also got some footage after she's come. I've got quite a few vlogs, or quite a bit chunk of vlog footage. So I'm going to try and get everything together. I'm going to try and edit now that I've got an office kind of space. I'm going to try and edit, see what I can do. And then, yes, so I will try and give you guys some more content. I have been receiving some messages on Instagram with a lot of you guys saying you guys are missing my videos, which makes me feel really good. But yes, this is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And then I'll be back with more videos for you guys. But until then, take care guys, bye.